Yes guys, what's going on? Hashtag Shorty here. Welcome back to another video on the channel. Bit of a special one here today, fellas. As you'll see by the title, we have got ourselves a pretty spicy video here. It's definitely one way of putting it, I guess. But here today, we have got my FUT Champions Cup 5 sort of recap. I've got all the games in here of the whole entire tournament. Obviously, a few of you guys who would have seen it. We ended up doing very, very well here, which is finally this year was just obviously a great thing finally for me. As it's been a long time coming, been a tough year. However, in the 5th qualifier here, we go on a very nice run and take ourselves very far into the tournament. But if you guys do enjoy the video, make sure to drop a like and also subscribe to the channel. Would very much appreciate that. And yeah, without further ado, let's just get straight into this qualifier recap. And obviously, I'll talk you guys sort of through the whole situation, etc. as the video goes on. But yeah, 1,000 likes would be much appreciated. Let's get into the team we were using for the weekend. So as you'll see on the screen, this is the squad that we rocked for the entirety of the qualifier. Just an unreal team, let's be completely honest with ourselves. Team of the year Mbappe up front, absolutely bossing it up top. And then Neymar's on the left, Atal on the right in a 4-4-2, and then obviously Renato and Bruno at the CDM spots, and then the back line. Obviously, Reece James switches to centre-back, and Cancelo goes to right-back. We have a very nice bench here, obviously, as you can see as well. The 89 rated FUT birthday Adama Traore, who does come on and make some good impact, fellas. Along with Diatta, Tavernier, they were the three that I sort of tended to use subs most of the time. But yeah, I'm just going to try and do this all in one take, because I kind of want to watch these games back, like, sort of with you guys, and just go through sort of what I was thinking, etc. in each sort of situation, how the games were going, and all that kind of stuff. So without further ado, let's get into this. Just a quickly brief. Before the qualifier started, I was literally like 260th seed or something, like something crazy like that. I think it was 230th seed in the end, but 260th on the rankings. And you know, the last 2 years, I've literally been 30th in Europe and 30th in Europe. So it's been a terrible year, obviously, so far. However, it does not mean we cannot try and save it with this last qualifier. So without further ado, ladies and gents, let's jump into the games and see how it all popped off. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and into the first game we go here, and we have got our first match coming up against FCSP Tom. Now, this is someone that I've never really heard of before, so I wasn't really 100% sure what to think of going into this game. However, we're looking at the squad here. We're seeing a Bundesliga team. Obviously, still a nice squad because he's got, you know, the sort of the team of the years in there. But a nice start here. Good bit of pressing. Probably should play that over to Mbappe. But yeah, obviously, you know, when you come into a qualifier and you see someone with this team, you know, at this point of the game, you sort of expect CR7, Mbappe, you know, Neymar, and all them types of meta players. You know, a lot like my team, really, in every single squad. But a nice goal there to make it 1-0. And yeah, start of the weekend, we do get kickoff straight away, which is a bit of a disaster. However, yeah, this was just the first weekend. You know, I made quite a few changes to my game in terms of sort of the mental side. We had a good bit of mental coaching before as we do a nice double A into Neymar there. But we had a nice bit of mental coaching before it, as well as the fact that during the entirety of the qualifier, I had Stampy in the room, and obviously Tom, but, you know, Stampy was focusing on Tom because for the reason that in my games, I had my friend Matt and my friend Sam also on the, like, mic to me the entirety of the time, basically coaching the whole time, and I just felt it made a huge difference, fellas, I'll be honest, which is a great thing here. But yeah, so I've not shown only goals in this. Obviously, I've got a lot of chances in there as well, because I sort of wanted to show you guys sort of the whole qualifier experience, if you like. So yeah, we're 3-1 up in this game, and this game was a weird one, man, because, you know, 3-1, it had been 3-1 the entirety of the game, and I was just there, like, I just needed to close it out. But we get the 4th goal there, and this is winners round 1, by the way, so I didn't have a bye due to how, you know, low ranked I was from obviously previous qualifiers and how that had all went. But yeah, we do score again there, and we do get ourselves a rage quit, which is absolutely sensational scenes. And next up, we have got 22 Fur, Spanish player, and I've never really heard of him, but he was 20th on the rankings at the time, 20th on the rankings, so secured playoffs for himself. Very nice team, obviously team of the year Ronaldo, and team of the year, and Icon Ronaldo as well. Does a nice little sprint dribble here, to be fair to him, like completely catches me off guard. I'll be honest, the connection was a bit weird in this game, but long story short, yeah, scores the first goal, fair enough. We do come back though, we come back with a bit of a reply from Kylian. We tried a finesse, boys, but yeah, you'll see there's quite a few of these finesses in this video, chaps. But yeah, nice equaliser from CR7 there. And yeah, it's one of them pens here where it's just so frustrating, chaps. It's so frustrating. But CR7, we save the pen. And, you know, it's little moments like that, man, that get you going. You know, just sort of get the confidence back up. But nice goal here. Like, really well worked. It's nice when you when you go short off a corner and you work a chance like that. But this is one of my favourite goals of the weekend, chaps. Look at this. Oh, CR7 with the fake drag back into Kylian. And an amazing finish from Mbappe. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the worst goal of the weekend. Just what can you say? at that point, just what can you say, chaps and chappers? Look, he's even, you know, he's doing the apology celebration, which was a sad day. And then, you know, so we're 3-1 up. I was in complete control of the game. And then, you know, this happens. And it's like, oh my gosh, man. That was so frustrating. But I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see the worst miss of your entire lives. This is the worst miss I've ever done it in FIFA ever. And it wasn't even a miss, really, because I've just misclicked completely. Look, off the post, and I've clicked pass. No idea why I've done that, but then this was such a weird goal, and a few of you guys might have seen this in the vlog, because obviously me and Tom have uploaded the vlog of the whole qualifier, and make sure to check that out if you're interested, because we have the whole sort of reactions after each game, etc. But yeah, we get the goal with CR7 there, and we make ourselves 2-0 in the tournament, ladies and gents, and we take ourselves into round 3 of the winners bracket. Playing against Dax here, obviously an absolutely amazing player. FIFA 19, obviously you guys will see by the title, 3 world champions were matching here. This is the first one. FIFA 19, I believe. Dax, along with Maestro, won the E-Nations event, which was obviously absolutely massive for France in doing that. We make a lovely read here on him, but I had to show this in the gameplay, boys, because, yeah, we've gone and done that. Dax with an unbelievable skill move. I think that was a cancel Cricketer backwards, or, no, cancel McGeady spin backwards, and he's gone and done that. Nice bit of play here. I feel like that Kylian shot's got to be way better than it is. But, yeah, we try and get the rig here. We do the small bridge. Sensational stuff from Kylian, and it puts us in to make it 1-1. And this was all about for me. And this is probably one of my favourite goals I scored all weekend. Just that double, you know, that double wide pass. You don't tend to see that sort of all the time, especially on this game. But 90th minute, good bit of defending here. Obviously, you know, it's 91st minute in your head. As much as my mentals have been worked on a lot, and, you know, one of the reasons I think I did well in this qualifier was, you know, mentally a lot of the times it's due to some mental training. You know, mentally all the time I think to myself, oh, you're going to concede last minute, you're going to concede. Whereas, like, in these games, I was more there, like, I had more confidence in myself. I was thinking to myself, you know, you're going to hold out. You're going to make sure that you hold out. But, you know, Dax with some lovely play here into the second leg. And, yeah, makes it 2-2. But we hit back with a kickoff literally straight away, boys. And I just see that gap open up. Lovely little ball roll from CR7. And we make it 3-2. And this game was just, yeah, it was pretty stressful. A lot of the games were quite stressful, chaps, I'll be honest. It does get like that. Keeper gets so close to that, and Dax makes it 3-all. And, yeah, you guys just are not going to be able to believe this. Obviously, I didn't stream these games, boys, because I just felt more confident not streaming them on this occasion. Yeah, I'm looking at the mini-map here when he's got me in this little bit of a press. We're giving the ball away. The defending, Carl Walker. Peace control Carl at the back. I pretend I didn't say that. But, yeah, I've kept this all in here, chaps, because it's 89th minute. What are we going to do? We're going to build up slowly. I'm not losing the ball again. That is for damn sure. Nice bit of play from Mendy there into Mbappe. And we're just trying to build up here. And I noticed one thing he does here. And as you'll see here, look, he bites with Mendy so bad there. We do the nice little ball roll. Diatta, the main man, comes on as a super sub. Plays it into CR7. And we find ourselves the winner, ladies and gentlemen. 90th minute. And this was a huge sort of catalyst for the day, I would say. It was a really just big confidence booster. You know, when you think you're about to concede 90th minute, and then you go and score 90th minute, and we take ourselves into winners round 4. And by the way, chaps, this is better than I'd done the whole year already. So that was obviously an absolutely huge thing for me. Actual Emperor coming up next. Very, very good player, I'll be honest. Once we get into these games, you see the sort of highlights here. Lovely little Cricketer cancel there, and Kylian finesses it into the top bins. But yeah, another thing I was very good at this weekend was just not being bothered about going goals down and just sort of, you know, reacting quite well. You know, that kind of shows I scored quite a few, you know, sort of kickoffs over the weekend. I was replying quite quick. But yeah, nice bit of dribbling there from CR7. We find ourselves the small bridge once again, or the directional nutmeg is obviously the much better way of putting it. But yeah, this guy was just really solid. I've never really heard of him before. I'm not sure if actual Emperor, he could be a name that I don't know, and you know, he's changed his gamer tag to one of them automated Xbox gamer tags. But yeah, very, very good player. And yeah, finds himself another normal goal there. By the way, obviously, just want to say a huge GG's to Dax, by the way, because he's obviously a good friend in the scene. And yeah, that was just a quality game, but so good to get the 90th minute winner. Anyway, back to this game. 89th minute, as you'll see here. He slides. Head was in Colombia at this point. I have no idea what he was doing, but we find a lovely bit of composure there with CR7. That ball roll scoop is just, it's just fantastic, boys. You know what I'm saying? You know, we love the ball roll skill. But yeah, that Irish out the way. Let's keep it going. So, oh my god, right? I honestly, I was on call to Matt and Sam, like I said to you boys. I genuinely celebrated that so much. That chance with CR7 there. Again, this guy was just really good at the basics, but then also adding skill moves into his game. And then I'll be honest, this was probably one of the most 50-50 games I played the whole weekend. CR7, he's just got to score that for me. He's got to score that. Again, CR7 there. He's just got to score that, in my opinion. Great chance with Mbappe there. Really solid player. The chances are popping off at this point of the game. And then, look, he greens this. My head was flown off. When one that went wide green, and that is wide, guys. There's just no point in time finishing in this game. But yeah, whole lot of extra time. That went really fast then. Obviously, the chances going in, whatever. And we are in penalties. Now, one thing, again, I did quite well at the weekend. I just thought to myself, right, if you get, like, too overly, like, worried in the penalties or whatever, like, you're just gonna lose because you're gonna put penalties wide. You cannot put penalties wide in pro penalty shootouts. That is just one rule. Like, if the keeper goes the right way and whatever, he saves it, you know, that is a luck thing, whatever. But we save his, then he saves ours, and it was just there like, oh, come on, bro, please don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. But then Bruno puts it in. Right, okay. What have we got? Neymar. I knew with Neymar he didn't back it. I knew it was either going to go wide or whatever. And then CR7 puts it in. And we make ourselves 4-0, ladies and gentlemen. And honestly, at this point, I was like, this was just unbelievable. And this was the final game on the Saturday if I was to win it. We've got winners round 5 versus Stokes. Just great mate in the scene, quality guy, and just, yeah, an unreal FIFA player as well. I can't lie. This game was an absolute corker. I'll tell you that, ladies and gentlemen. But first pass into CR7 here. Lovely little goal. And we do the Elastico there, which was just, yeah, that just felt unreal to get that in. And yeah, we start this game really positive, I'll be honest. Really, really positive start. Kylian makes it 2. But that's one thing about Stokes, man. You go a few goals up against him. And I was saying this to the boys in the party as well. I knew that wasn't just going to be it. I knew it wasn't just going to be, okay, you're going to run away with it. Stokes is going to score goals. He's ridiculous at FIFA. And his attacking play is unbelievable. Yeah, this one, absolute RKO job. Like, my head was absolutely flying at that point. But, yeah, he finds a lovely pass into Hullet here. And that makes it 2-2. And just like that, you know, I've worked to that lead. And, yeah, makes it 2-2 like that straight away. So, into the second leg we go here. And, yeah, one thing Stokes does really well is he's so good at, one, using all the skill moves in the game, but then using them all at different situations, different types of times. When someone's got that many skill moves in their arsenal, it's so hard to know how to defend it. But we do this lovely sort of dead stop away from goal there, turn back inside, which is sort of the similar goal that we scored against Dax 90th minute. And we find ourselves 3-2 up. CR7, another small bridge, absolute Boshingtons. And I'll be honest, CR7 and Kylian Mbappe, they are both unbelievable. But that Team of the Year, Chris, is just, he's just absolutely amazing. Driven pass into Mbappe there. And we make it 5-2. And from this point, I should run away with it. I really, really should. But Stokes makes the changes. And once Stokes puts this press on, I'll be honest, it is so, so difficult to deal with. It is one of them things where you really have to just find yourself in your head. That was a bit of a lucky goal. Like, it was a bit unlucky because I feel like my player might have just tackled that into the goal there. Again, Kylian here is... I should just close it out. And it's one thing that needs to improve in my game. But it certainly did improve this weekend as a whole compared to previously in the year. But, yeah, if I could close out games much better, it would have been much less stressful, I'll be honest. But, yeah, lovely running fake shot from Stokes there. The ball into Hullet. And, yeah, this was just, I'll be honest, this was just quite lucky in the end. I'll be completely honest. He whips in 2 corners. The first one, CR7, I thought this was going in 100%. We make the save. The second one, CR7, Kylian at the back stick. He could have got there. But we do get ourselves the win, ladies and gentlemen. And we're 5-0. Unbelievable feeling. So we take ourselves very, very far into the tournament. I want to say this gave us a top 32 finish at minimum at this point, or something like that. Now, as you'll see, losers round 10 here, and I will just pause the gameplay quickly here. I have lost the game against Optoli. Now, I'll be honest, I got absolutely battered in the game. I'll be honest, it was an absolute battering on the Sunday. I know you guys might be thinking to yourselves, oh, he's just said this for convenience purposes. I really wish it was that way, but I genuinely lost the gameplay. And if you're wondering, like, I guess a reason to prove that in some way is basically, this is Gorilla's footage from our game. A massive shout out, Gorilla. Thank you so much, my man, for sending the gameplay over because, yeah, this is, so I can obviously show you guys the whole Gorilla game as well. But yeah, the Optoli game, we got absolutely smashed, I'll be honest. You guys can go look at the bracket yourselves. It was like 11-2 in the end or something. It was a terrible start to the day from me. But he went on to finish top 3 and qualified in the same spot as Tom did on the PS qualifier. Top 3 minimum in the qualifier. So he played absolutely amazing. GG's to him. And I'm not exactly sad that we've lost the footage of that game. But yeah, at the end of this game, it goes back to my footage because it cut off halfway through the Gorilla game. So yeah, thank you again, Spen, for sending over the footage. Let's continue the game here now, because I've just waffled for way too long. Renato Sanchez into Neymar. We get a great start to the game, I'll be honest. And you can tell it's Gorilla's footage, by the way, because he's got that control thing at the top. Fair play to people who use that, because I don't know. I'd probably just keep looking at it if it was me, but yeah, 2-0 up here, and we go clean through again, and really here, like, I've got to be making this 3-0. That is an awful miss, I'll be honest, from Neymar. I don't know if that's my fault or whatever, but chance for CR7 for him here. Very, very nice. Kylian, we're playing good at the moment. Do you know what I mean? We're playing good FIFA at this point. A bit of a lack of composure, though. Really, this game should have been more probably out of sight in the first leg. I had a lot of good chances. Diatta again there. Lovely little chance. CR7 first time there. But the chances are there, ladies and gentlemen. Do you know what I'm saying? Lovely work from Gorilla, though. Ball roll does he here. Nice finesse. Definitely could have been a goal there. That was very nice play. Good defending here from Kyle Walker. Peace control, Kyle at the back. But yeah, one, I was probably lucky this wasn't a pen. But then, in my head, I was literally saying on the headset to the boys, excuse me, I was just there like, this is just a goal, innit, boys? I'll be honest. No matter who I put on the line here, it's a goal. Knew I put Kyle Walker on the line there, but didn't do anything. But we do find ourselves the lead once again. Kylian Mbappe with a lovely drag back and a finesse into the corner, ladies and gentlemen. So, 43rd minute of the second leg. And what I need to do at this point is just close it out. I do a terrible offside trap. The player switching's all over the shop. And, yeah, he makes it 3-2. Lovely bridge from Kylian there. The big bridge can still work sometimes. But, yeah, you can see this is switched back to my gameplay now. And, yeah, unfortunately, 88th minute, we just can't close it out, ladies and gents. We just can't close it out. It's a real sad day. And at this point, I can't lie. As much as I feel like I deserve the tie over a lot of it, Gorilla started playing really well in extra time. And, like, I was probably lucky to get away with this. Look, Neymar, he should really just turn the other way there. And he goes and scores. But Adama, can we work something? 5-star skill Adama. It sends my head in France every time, ladies and gentlemen. Can we do it? Kylian Mbappe. Can he Elastico through? It's a sad day, ladies and gentlemen. And we do find ourselves... By the way, I know I've said ladies and gentlemen about a million times this video. So I really do apologise. But a good bit of defending there from Mendy. And we go to penalty kicks. And boys and girls, it is a situation where I was just there, like, again, but I calmed myself really well before it, because I said to myself again, if you just go and absolutely, you know, send your head west, you're going to miss penalties. But 2-2 so far. The pens just keep flowing. Bruno puts it in. Diatta puts it in. Can we close it out, ladies and gentlemen? Can we close it out? Neymar, I knew it was middle. Again, I knew it was middle. You either put it wide with Neymar or you go middle. Like, that was what happened in the last two penalty shootouts. We save his, but then he saves ours. Kylian Mbappe. Oh my god, this gives me, like, goosebumps just watching it. But finally, the last pen was CR7, and the celebrations were very, very good after this game. And we put it in. And come on, we keep the run going. Come on. That is losers round 11 now that we go into against Redlac. Another player who secured playoffs. So, by the way, that was the third world champion that we played in Gorilla. Obviously, Stokes as well, who won playoffs in FIFA 19. And then Gorilla, who's obviously won the actual, you know, entire FIFA, you know, world championship in FIFA 17, I want to say it was. But we get off to a good start against Redlac here. But now, this was probably the game over the weekend that was my most I cannot speak. I'll be honest, ladies and gents, it's 3:22 in the morning and I need to get this video done because I've got a busy weekend ahead. But yeah, this was a game where, and as I say that, Atal, what an unbelievable finish. This is the game where I found myself being the most, like, tactically sound in terms of, like, basically, we came to the conclusion that this game was just not going well. Even though you're about to see me go 3-2 up here, it was just not going well in terms of, like, I would score, then he would score, I would score, then he would score, and it just didn't feel safe enough. So once you see we get into the second leg here, we start to, you know, obviously I'll wait for it to play out, but we start to, like, readjust the tactics, and it works really well in this game. As you can see here, I didn't celebrate at this one, by the way. I didn't celebrate at this one. CR7, can he find the corner? Absolutely not, and it's a sad day, but he goes clean through here. All I said to myself before the pause that I just had just then was, don't let him down the line. That was where he's getting all his goals from. And I don't actually know if Redlac meant that, but it was a very, very good finish. And we were sure this was offside, by the way. We were absolutely sure of it, but R9 puts it in for 4-3. And again, it's one person taking the lead in the other. It was very back and forth. So into the second leg here, we changed to a 5-back in order to counter. Basically, Gorilla was playing it, and so was Redlac and a few other players. The 4-3-1-2, it's a bit like the Diamond 4-1-2-1-2. It just absolutely flies at you, and the only counter for it is the 5-back. So we use the 5-back in this game, and we start clawing ourselves back into it. we keep him quite locked down, I would say. You know, he had that header chance, but other than that. Now, Reece James, the man, the hero, the absolute hero, boys and girls, you know what I'm saying? Plays the ball into Renato, and Renato puts it in. 75th minute, 5-4 to the boys. And yeah, this was a nice defensive read from Reece James here. And at this point, ladies and gents, it was all just about just fly at him, just go. Adama's on the pitch, Diatta's on the pitch. Look at Adama making that unbelievable run. Go on, my son. Go on, my son. And I'll be honest, I've taken inspiration from Adama as the super sub, from the main man, Thomas Lees, who's been using him all year long. And we do get ourselves the winner there to come on, take us in to losers round 12. Now, just to make it clear to you guys, this now is 2 games away from the broadcast. So obviously, we're not in the winners bracket anymore. Obviously, we're in the loser bracket. And we play Boras, and we'll get into this in a second. But yeah, if I'd have won this game and then the next game, we are into the broadcast. We make top 6 and we into the EA live broadcast. Now, Boras, what an absolute legend. Probably one of the creators I've watched most this year in FIFA. Just an absolute hero. Really nice guy. And we started off absolutely flames, I'll be honest. Kylian Mbappe, I have no understanding of how he's missed that. But yeah, we started this game amazingly well, I'll be honest. I felt so confident. I felt like I was going to go score 5, I'll be honest. And yeah, I'd say we got a little bit unlucky. I think it's fair to say that on a few occasions. But at the same time, it's not like Boras's goals were like lucky or anything. That's a great goal. Like, although Kyle Walker does an own slide tackle there, he does some great work with that cricketer there. And a lovely goal from Boras, to be fair. But we find ourselves a lovely goal in return with Kylian doing the double reverse elastico. And yeah, that was absolutely sensational work. But I was feeling very confident at this point. Kylian Mbappe, can he get the goal? Sad day. But 44th minute, a good bit of pressure from the boys. And we timed this perfectly. Perfect pass into Mbappe. And I was convinced at the time that it was offside. But Kylian puts it in for 2-1, which is absolutely sensational scenes. And yeah, 2-1 in this game. And I'm thinking to myself, okay. But again, Boras, he just finds himself such lovely goals. And again, on the mic, I will not rage if I concede a good goal. I will say, fair enough. To be fair, I didn't rage too much over the weekend anyway. I was pretty calm with it. But again, we score another sort of dead stop away from goal and pass back in to the striker, which is absolutely sensational stuff. And 3-2. Now, ladies and gents, this is the worst miss of the weekend. Adama Traore. Cannot believe it. And I do believe it was a huge catalyst as to why what happens goes on to happen. But again, Boras, before the game, I knew it going into these corners. I knew Boras would be so good with them. But yeah, nice bit of composure here from Bruno Fernandes. Lovely drag back from Kylian. And sometimes them finesses go in, sometimes they don't. You know, a few of them have gone over the weekend, but yeah, it's a tough one. Lovely defending here from Boras, I've got to be completely honest. I wanted to show quite a few highlights from this game because obviously, as you guys will see, from probably the length of the video, it does end up going the way that we don't want it to, unfortunately. As you can see, lovely bit of work from him here into Renato Sanchez. And Renato slaps it in with his left foot there. And 86th minute, we've got one more chance. One more chance to try and pull it off. At least take it to extra time. Adama Traore, you've got to remember he's right-footed here. But we don't get the goal 91st minute. And that will be the end of our qualifier. That does take us right at the end of it to a top 9 to top 12 finish. Basically, there's 4 people who finish between 9th and 12th. But as these screenshots are showing here, guys, the first one just showing basically if we'd have won these last 2 rounds, the Boras game, and the next game, we would have made it through to the live broadcast, which is something I could have, like, at the start of the weekend, before the weekend coming into it, I only could have imagined getting that far based off the previous year I'd had. But I knew I had it in me to, like, get this far, and it just felt unreal to, like, finally play how I feel like I could play all year long. And as you can see there as well, the other screenshot, just showing that we finished between 9th and 12th for the weekend, which did secure us $1,000, I think, and 480 pro points, which earlier on in the year would have been absolutely unreal, but it did take us to finish the year about 90th on the rankings, which for me is just obviously not good enough in the slightest. However, compared to the year that I've had, and I've not played well enough, to be honest with you guys, I'll be completely honest, and I do honestly apologize to anyone that I've not made the playoffs. It's you know, it's really disappointing, I'll be honest. It really is. It's just with the low that I've had of a year, and I've felt like I've been terrible all year, even though I've known myself that I'm not bad. It's just been one of them years where every single game I've gone into, I've just not performed, but we are finishing the year on a positive. As much as I'm not a playoffs, and it is really sad to say once again that I'm not there, I had a great last tournament where if I'd have done this performance one more time, I think I'd have been in playoffs comfortably. So it's one of them things where I've got to take the positives. and, you know, look towards next year where I'll be looking to, you know, go absolutely try hard into making sure that I'm at the playoffs and I'm at the World Cup next year. That is the goal, of course. But yeah, great run in this tournament, and I just wanted to say to you guys, you know, sort of as a round off of the whole sort of competitive year, just a massive thank you to all you guys for your support. I know a lot of it's been all of us watching Tom this year, of course it has, and I've not performed in the qualifiers well enough, but I hope this last qualifier just shows that my level is still there, and I truly believed that in myself the whole year, but it was, you know, mentally it was getting myself to the point where I could put that into practice in my real games. I know I'm gone on a bit here, but yeah, just a huge thanks to all your guys' support, and I don't forget the people who are there, you know, when things aren't going well and you get the nice messages, and as much as you don't want to reply to them at the time, it is obviously something that I appreciate a lot. So just a massive thank you, and for all you guys' support after this good qualifier, you know, and, you know, I look back on the FIFA 21 season now, and as much as I'm not proud of it for the whole season, I can look back at the last qualifier and say, you know, top 9 to 12 in a European qualifier, all the pro players, and I'm sure a lot of you guys will know how difficult that is to do. Which again is a reason why, like, Tom finishing top 3 every tournament is just, it's ridiculous. The guy's an absolute joke. But thank you so much for you guys watching the top 9 to 12 finish. I'm very happy with it to finish off the year. And yeah, hope you guys did enjoy the video. I know I've rambled over it quite a lot, but yeah, kind of just need to make sure I got it all done. Slightly last minute, I know. But thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Thank you for watching.